these elitists in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people in California. I don't know how much more of the town needs to burn down before they make a change. And having the mayor that wasn't even in town, knowing she knew that the winds were coming, and she still left anyway to go to a wedding in Africa. I think it's. I mean, I just don't know what else they have to do. Spencer Pratt has been brilliant with just exposing what's happening, and his commercials are great and funny, and I hope Los Angeles makes a change.
Rob, you know LA well, and it's deep blue, and it's an uphill battle for someone like Spencer Pratt. Do you think he has a shot at winning this thing?
I do, but I do think that there's an entrenched closed-mindedness in Hollywood to just anything that's Republican. They just automatically, it's very tribal. And
Karen Bass is here to talk about homelessness. Inside Safe, we have spent how much, Karen? How much? $400 million to house, what, 1,500 people permanently? You are a failure. An absolute failure. And you come here for your little media event. You have failed the city of LA, Karen. We are spending hundreds of thousands per person in Inside Safe. Half of them end up back out on the street. The city is filthy. You've cut funding for everything. You've cut funding for street services, for street lighting, for sanitation. Don't touch me. Please don't touch me. You could be nice. I don't care about your media event. The people of LA have real questions.
We're about to get started.
I'll wait till she talks. I'll let Hugo talk. You guys want to have your little rally for Karen Bass. I don't give a damn about Karen Bass. She has lied to the voters.
Yes, I posted this video a few hours ago. At some point, I had to readjust because they refused to monetize the video for reasons I don't know. If you take a look at what this guy did on this clip, it was very simple. He called out Karen Bass, and he did not even react in a way that a platform like this can refuse to monetize. If you look at the short clips, I decided to edit out some part that these people deem not okay. Now, looking at what has been going on around this campaign, you can clearly see that the minds of people toward Spencer Pratt is changing. A lot of people started following what the mainstream media started putting out about him. The attack he started to, but within the space of 3 days, it has changed. It is very important we take an exclusive look into all this. If you love what I'm doing here, please hit up and, if possible, share the video.
I'm not only a born and raised Los Angelino, but I'm second generation. My dad was born and raised in LA. And so this is my life. And I have seen this city just fall apart, over the last, 8, 9 years, but especially the last 4 years. That, the homeless problem is out of control in this city. I've been chased by people, a guy with a hammer, walking out of my gym, he chased me with a hammer. I had a mentally ill woman, a homeless woman, take a boulder and trash my car. And I caught her doing it. And I realized there is nothing I can do. What am I going to do? Get her arrested? I mean, what is that going to do? Am I going to sue her? So I literally looked at my car, watched her walk away, and said, I live in Los Angeles.
You know what get me angry when I look at this video is the fact that this TMZ guy tried to smear Spencer Pratt a few days ago, and he came out saying this about the same state that Spencer is struggling to save. He himself is not okay with Karen Bass. Then trying to do a smear clip, on Spencer is something I don't understand. I believe this is someone that could have been struggling to insert promote, so maybe he can change things.
Doing it, and I realized there is nothing I can do. What am I going to do? Get her arrested? I mean, what is that going to do? Am I going to sue her? So I literally looked at my car, watched her walk away, and said, I live in Los Angeles. And, the fires have been an absolute outrage in this city. This did have to happen. We had 100 fire trucks that were out of service. The water pressure was messed up, and people lost their homes as a result of bad leadership. And then all of a sudden, people are throwing other people under the bus for no reason. This city operated in an appalling way during the fires. And by the way, it's not over. The insurance companies are screwing people over left and right. I've got a friend, his name is Dan Brunn. He's an amazing architect. He put together a plan with 100 architects to offer their services free of charge to rebuild Altadena and Pacific Palisades. And they had a whole plan. I actually contacted Gavin Newsom, and Newsom—
I remember when you did that. I remember.
And actually put his people in touch with Dan, and they were all in, and they brought it down to the city, which they had to do, and death in the city of Los Angeles. So this city is not working.
Yeah, some people are getting angry that Trump should not endorse him. If you take a look at this, Trump is reportedly considering endorsing Spencer Pratt for LA mayor. Sources say the idea has been discussed inside the White House. Trump loves celebrity candidates who dominate headlines, and Pratt is doing exactly that. Pratt has searched the polls, crushed the recent debate, and is running hard against the failure of Karen Bass. Will a Trump endorsement seal the deal for LA? This is the question people are asking on social media. Some reply, please don't. We actually want Spencer Pratt to win, and Trump will activate all the work retard to vote against Pratt. I want to know your thought on this, because if you take a look at what this guy put out, that is actually like true, because these attacks will start coming in here and there. If you see the attacks are not really coming in now on Spencer, is because he is really like in the middle. So to me, at this point, maybe they should wait, or how can we do it?
I think you're talking about qualifications, right?
Yeah.
And the problem that I have with someone like Spencer Pratt throwing his hat into this particular ring as LA mayor, we're talking about a $14.9 billion budget for the city. It's the second largest city budget in the country. And he is not qualified for it. And we see what happens when people are not qualified for their jobs. And that's not to say that this hasn't happened before. We've had Ronald Reagan, who was an actor. Some people would say he was a great president. We've had
But he was the
Governor Arnold
president of SAG
Schwarzenegger
at one point.
Yes, he
was a union president.
He was a union president. He was a governor before
he was a governor.
And then you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was an actor and then a governor. And by many accounts, he did well. But these are people, I think, that sometimes are, anomalies, that may not necessarily be the case. Spencer Pratt is now comparing himself to President Obama. And he said, he said,
Snapchatter of the year is not the same thing as the head of the law review at Harvard?
He said, I have 2 awards from my community. President Obama actually didn't even have any awards when he was a community organizer. He was able to become a senator and then a president for 8 years.
More power.
Yeah, there's been rules in the middle of the game and give himself more Republican.
I think I'm going to end here. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white character. You can always skip.
The sight of this man just disgusts me.
They need to go to New York and get those extra seats. They need to redistrict. They need to redistrict in a couple of states.
Not represent the black community.
It's illegal to live on the sidewalk.
Right. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
Who's doing a great job.
Unable to laugh at him.
Inside, they started.
It'll be
more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state. And I hate to sound like a 5-year-old, but Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the First Lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said democratic socialist.
I know, but
Also, I have to say,
we don't even have the trust of our own people.